Mother bear and her two cubs have finally been captured in Murray County, but that's not what has some residents fired up today.
It's what authorities did with them after they removed them from the city. NewsChannel 9's Alyssa Sperato spoke to wildlife officers who say they had no other choice. Alyssa?
Captain Etheridge Larry Etheridge with the Department of Natural Resources says there is a process they have to follow before they take action. In this case, it resulted in 3 bears dead.
Oh, it was crazy. It's just not something we see in Chatsworth.
The 3 black bears proved to be last night's entertainment for Kevin Daves and many others. He had his camera on hand and snapped these shots.
A lot of people were starting to gather around. More and more vehicles were starting to pull in. Heard that the bears were here in the woods beside us.
We received many pictures over the past few weeks that caught the bears in action. And as Larry Etheridge with the Department of Natural Resources tells us, these 3 visitors have already gone through the same ordeal 40 miles down the road in Pickens County, Tennessee. They tried shooting them with rubber bullets, also called hazing.
We did try the hazing, which didn't work. Once we realized they'd been caught before, we knew, the problem was there, and them returning with the food source we have in the woods now, definitely is going to have to do something.
That's when Etheridge says they tranquilized the bears and then euthanized them. He says they had no other choice before things took a turn for the worse.
You lose fear of the humans, and that's when we have to come in and actually do something at one point in time.
But nearby residents like Tonya Stafford thinks it should have been handled differently.
I almost cried, but I couldn't cry in front of the kids that I teach, so I pulled it together, but then at the same time, it still makes me sad.
But Etheridge says it's DNR policy that once a bear gets tranquilized, they can't be released back into the wild after August. He says it's because the tranquilizer drug can be very dangerous to humans.
This is hunting season for the bears, and if they harvested the bear and eat the meat, it stays in the meat at least, we know, 2 weeks.
Larry Etheridge also points out that it's extremely unusual to see bears this time of year in the city because there's usually plenty of food in the forest this time of year. Even though many residents are upset, they tell us above it all, they understand officials did what they had to do. Latricia.
All right, Alyssa, thanks so much.